The Easy Lift comes with onboard electrodes, and there are 3 ways to apply the therapy. You have these onboard electrodes, which you can clean easily. They will not wear out. Nothing's replaceable. You can just turn it on, okay? The easiest method I'm going to show you just to massage is just to paint the
Yeah, I can feel it
face.
some.
Is just to paint the face for 15 or 20 minutes, very gently, using these onboard electrodes. Typically, the onboard electrodes do not stick, so they will sometimes collect makeup around the cracks, but you can wipe that off. What we want to do is hit it hard enough that you get all of the skin, but not so much that we pull. And there's a little bit of pulling going on, so we're trying to get a very light, superficial, easy to do method. You could do this 15 or 20 minutes a night, every night. If you want to get in around the eyes, you can go to this Eye Smooth.
I haven't done that. That's made me a little nervous.
And it's just a little bit, it's a gentler, do you feel
Oh,
it?
yeah, I do, but it is real gentle.
It's not as strong as the face mode, and it's for getting around those eyes.
Okay.
Now you want to be careful, of course, not to get the eyeball.
Yeah.
So we don't want any moisture,
Right.
because the electricity will conduct so much with the moisture. But you can do this. You can use any of the modes. One thing I want you not to do is don't turn it out. Don't have 2 American philosophies that don't do well with it. One is, I can take more. No, more is not better. If you can take more and it's hurting you, bite, sting, burning, any of those negative words, if you're hurting yourself or your body's trying to, it will protect itself from pain, then it's not going to work well with the device.
Okay.
And think of this as a facial massage. Just like a facial massage does this. I mean, this feels good. You are hitting your lymphatic zones and draining that. Your lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the heart, and it has all your cell waste product. So if you can wipe that away or massage this away, you're helping cleanse that area kind of from within.
Okay.
You're also massaging the muscles and the skin tone, so it's going to be smoother. So one method of using this is just the device straight on, 15-20 minutes a day. It's very low cost. It can be very effective. Let me show you another thing we've got here. This lead wire here with the red and black leads that you can plug in, and it attaches to what we call the blue finger electrode, because it's blue and it fits on your finger. And what I want to do is show you so we can plug it.
Does it matter which?
Doesn't matter which one.
Okay.
They're both the same. Now the electrodes are these black rubber pads.
Okay.
And so what I want you to do is stick your middle finger right there, and we're going to position these pads so that they're underneath those 2 fingers.
Okay.
Now notice, like, put it on me or on your other hand. It can just bend to your skin. See, it just wraps
it's real
around your
flexible.
skin. It's very flexible. So there you go, and you can rub and paint. So now put this on your face.
Just lightly.
Just slightly, and you can wrap around that jaw. See
Oh,
how
okay.
you can bend by pushing in these fingers. You can bend it. So you've got a lot of control with the 3, because you can make like a fork. And just curve method number 2 of applying it, where literally 15-20 minutes a day. You probably just now, of course you've been using it, you feel already your face is a little tingly. It's like more energetic, more alive. It feels better. Really, they last about 7 to 10 days. They start wearing off closer to the end of the week, and it's a slow wear off. So if you think of, you treat it, and then a couple days later you treat it again, you're building up the effects. And then if you stopped using it, they would slowly, start going back to the other way. Because think, when you're working out your muscles in your face, you don't have a way to work those muscles out. So time, takes its toll and starts. Think about it time-wise. If you go get a deep facial massage, you're going to spend an hour, hour and a half there too. So if you can do this in your home, you have practically in 2 sessions, by doing this twice, you can do the whole face just using the pencil electrode. The real trick comes into when you're painting the area. If you think about, if you're doing the points and you're using the pencil, that's really good. Those are really small electrodes. They definitely hit the point. But when it comes time to paint, like if you're painting a large area, you're not going to really hit the whole area with that little pencil. But maybe around the eye, you will. And the other thing the pencil is really good for is for follow-up. So after we've done your whole face, you'll go back to your trouble wrinkles, like look in the mirror and just paint them, just like an artist, just like color by numbers, or just trace the lines. The last point right here, because those electrodes just don't fit right there. This concentrates all of your therapy into one point too.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas here it's a little bit more
We'll
spread
just-
out.
Now if I want, okay.
Yeah, now we're gonna go to eye smooth.
Okay.
So we're gonna finish up. And we just almost wanna superficially, just like the other one, just paint. Now on the eye, I probably don't count my 30 seconds as much as I might just count strokes.
Oh, right.
You know, I might do like 10 strokes.
Okay.
That's probably about 4, 5.
Tell me again what the painting achieves?
It's more or less just making sure that you have therapy in between the dots.
Oh, all right.
As opposed to, so you've hit those points. Some of those points are acupuncture points. Those are probably the more sensitive ones. Some of them are just various ends of a muscle, just to hit the two different areas, you know, the top and the bottom of, say, a large muscle, and the areas. Then you want to come back just to make sure that you've evenly treated the area and paint. It's like connecting the dots. It's just making sure that you've got the whole area even. A lot of subtle things. If you have rough skin, you might notice it smoothing out. If you have rosy areas that almost look rashy, sometimes those fade away. You have sometimes, I don't know, different spots, they might look more faded. Lots of subtle things. And it's a measure of, you know, how do you measure something that's
right.
so subtle? And woken up.
And the points in your face
And
are more
balanced.
balanced. Got it.
Exactly. And what we're seeing is, we're seeing a difference in the texture of the skin on this side of the forehead that we treated compared to here. This is a smoother side. We're seeing a smoother and a lifted look here compared to a grainier, more textured heaviness here. The circle under her eyes, this is very flat. It's not pronounced at all. This still has the pronounced shadow underneath it and that heavier texture. If you look at the cheek going up the nose, this is smoother. It's a little bit lifted. It's tighter. This is more textured. And also the texture of the skin. This is a smooth, shiny skin, and this is still the way it was when we started. So,
And to me, it's just an overall more lifted, awake
yeah. Do you feel crooked? Like one side of your face?
It feels heavy.
Yeah, you
It really
gotta
does.
You can't go all day. You have to do the other
Yeah.
side
I'm sitting there
because
thinking, okay.
you're crooked. Your whole it is. But you feel more energized on the side, lifted, tighter. You can't go to the gym and work those muscles
It
out
definitely
like you
feels
can in your
tighter.
arms. And so this is really a wonderful way to get that massage therapy. For the next 2 to 3 hours, it will continue to improve. You get a cascading effects of just like when you go to the gym or you know when you get a massage. At first you feel so good, but over the next few hours it continues like a cascading effects of whatever you normally do for your skin. You'll find that creams, you used to put a certain dab of cream on your hand and you know apply it. You'll find it goes a lot. It tends to last about a week, and then it'll start kind of fading off. It's not like it's there one day and gone the next. It'll
here right now and gone right on.
It'll improve over the next 2 to 3 hours, and then you know over the week, you know it'll sustain for a while, and then eventually it'll start kind of fading off again. So that's why we kind of encourage the weekly